It's weird how easily Emmy and I can keep from seeing one another after class now. Actually, I'd venture to say that it's vaguely disturbing. As easily we'd come together, we seem to have split apart without much trouble. Well, I guess that's not exactly true. We'd both been pretty bummed after the last night together, and we get to see each other every morning for our runs, and just our runs, I might add. Lunch too. I especially enjoy lunchtime with her. We have plenty of time to talk about everything outside of school, whereas the morning runs have becoming increasingly businesslike. I think it's because Emmy wants to make up for our foolery in the storage shed. But no matter how much we joke at lunch, I can't help feeling a little worried about her. She seems distracted more often, and I've caught her fidgeting nervously more than once. Never figured her to be someone who cared that deeply about exams, but they certainly seem to take the toll. Even though they haven't even started, this is just the run-up, the deep breath before the plunge. Tomorrow, the real trials begin. Or the real exams, anyway. As for me, I actually don't feel that worried about exams at all. I'm not sure why. I mean, they're pretty important. My scores here will determine my odds of getting into a good university. Hell, if I'm too cavalier now, it could spell doom for my academic career. But going into them, I feel confident I'll come out on the other side okay. Mattel thinks I've gotten the science examination locked up at any rate. Or as he says, the last thing that should give you trouble in exam is my exam, Sal. It's way beneath your talents. Then again, it is Mattel who's telling me this. His praise of me carries the veiled implication that anything else that perfect form me would be a disappointment, which has actually caused me to fret more than I should about that exam. It is for that reason that I find myself in the library after class, poring over the textbook. Pretty simple things to look over, some formulas of velocity, a few bits of about friction. A walk in the park compared to my dreaded English exam. Never was good with languages. As I flip through my notes one more time, my mind begins to wander. After these exams are over, things should get easier. Soon we'll be graduated. And off to college, hopefully. I remember my abortive attempt to find out what Emmy plans to do after high school. She avoided the subject pretty deftly, as I recall. Heck, it seems that just about every time I push too hard, she's dancing around the subject, or distracts me through other means. Like a few days ago at lunch, where Ren wasn't around. I've done it. I started from my revered by Yuko's triumphant shout. Gah! Yuko seems mortified at my sudden startling. Oh my god! I'm so sorry, it really isn't, it's just that, and she stutters. I move to quickly calm her down before she gets too agitated. Whoa, hey. The words seem ineffective. Yuko continues to work herself into a complete frenzy. And it's a library, I shouldn't be... Easy there, just calm down. What? No! Oh god. I really am setting a bad example now. Get fired because I can't do anything right. Yuko! Shouting seems to work, though I draw an ire of several other students studying in the library. Yuko snaps out to attention like a soldier who's just heard the captain bark an order. Sorry. Calm down, it's okay. You just startled me a little, and that's only because I was daydreaming instead of studying. So really, you got me back on task. This is a complete lie, but it seems to work. Yuko takes a deep breath and seems to calm down a little, though she keeps shifting around with nervous energy that keeps awful familiar. So, what exactly got you excited anyway? The Yamaka cat burglar. And to her credit, Yuko manages to convey her intense excitement in a whisper. I think I know who it is. I got an anonymous tip as to their identity. So I did some spying, and I think the tipster was right. Oh really? Who is a burglar? Go shut your mouth, shaking her head decisively. Nope, I can't tell you that. Why not? It's between me and the burglar. I can't risk you warning him I'm on to his game. He could tip his hand early and blow town. And then I'm left with no prep. When did Yugo start talking like a hard-boiled detective? I wouldn't warn them. Why would I care? If you got to ask the question, then you don't need to know. That doesn't make any sense, but okay. Congratulations, I guess? Thanks. What for? The cat burglar thing. He could nod and smiles appreciatively. So, studying for exams? Well, that was the plan. I'm not having much luck, though. Really? Is it just because you can't find the book? I'm really sorry. I've been meaning to clean the shelves up for weeks now, but I keep getting distracted. I'm so sorry. Whoa, wait. It's not that I've got my books right here. It's not that. I've got my books right here. To illustrate the point, and hopefully calm Yuko down, I show her the textbook in front of me. My mind just keeps wandering is all. Is it because of the noise in here? I'm trying to be more strict about the noise level, but I can't bring myself to yell at people. I mean, aren't their lives hard enough without me throwing my authority around? No, it's not the noise level either, I promise. I'm just... hell, I don't know. Worried about Emmy? Worried about us? Worried about what happens after we graduate. Emmy's been kind of weird lately. What do you mean? Well, you know how we're dating now. I just don't know that we're actually, you know, a couple. Or at least, I don't know that we're beyond friends. Though friends normally don't do the sort of things we do. Physically, we're a couple. Coupling, at least. It's like every time I try to find out more about her or what she wants to do with her life, she dodges the question. Like the other day, I was talking to her at lunch about some schools I've been looking into, and I asked, have you looked into any schools lately? She shrugs in response, says no. And why not? And I ask why not, and she says that she doesn't think it's that far ahead. I ask why she had that policy, and I suddenly realize I'm about to start describing and why they decide to climb up. She what? She changed the subject. Won't talk about it. Maybe it's an uncomfortable subject for her. Or she just doesn't think it needs explaining. Yeah, but it's not just that. Every time I try to find out what's been bothering her, she changes the subject too. It's like she's being with me, but not getting close to me. Now that I've said it out loud, I feel worse. You could digest a bit of the information. You know, it seems to me you're more serious about this than she is. I can almost see my stomach twist into a knot. She's right. That's exactly what it seems like. But is that really what's going on? I mean, I'm sorry, it's just not. I'm just talking nonsense. You should take my advice, you barely know me. I'm just 11 and I'm single, so you can't imagine. I can't know what I'm talking about. Oh, where you go? No, I think you have a point. As much as it hurts to even consider it. The ego seems to try desperately to find a way to soften the blow somewhat. Look. I'm probably wrong, but if you want to be sure of how obviously wrong I am, maybe you should just talk to her. Get some time alone and just ask about it. And don't let her change the subject either. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Or maybe I should just enjoy what I have. We have fun hanging out after all. And the runs are nice. And other activities are nice. And talking to her is nice. Do I really need to get closer to her? what I've got right now is pretty good, but that's silly. I want to get close to her. I want to be able to help her with whatever's bothering her. But maybe I should wait until after exams are over. Maybe she'll brighten up once the stress has passed. If she does, then I don't need to worry about it anymore. But if she doesn't, well, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. I thank Ego for her advice and head back to my room. Maybe I'll be able to concentrate more of my studies in there. I leave the room after finishing my final exam and breathe a sigh of relief. As I'd hoped, the exams weren't so bad. I managed to breeze through just about everything but the English final. And even that was acceptable. I wonder how Emmy did. Even more so, how she's doing. She looked terrible at lunch today. I mean, she was pretty happy to be out of her wheelchair, but she was so exhausted. Sometimes something's been wearing her down. I'm starting to really doubt that it was just the exams. Maybe I should confront her about this, though. My musing is interrupted by a tap on the shoulder. Hey, Sal. Got a minute? Oh, God. Oh, shit. Why would you do this to me, Mattel? I think this is the closest we've ever been to Mattel. Like, we actually formed a club. For God's sake. I think I can spare a few minutes. Yeah. I've got some time. Not important to be or anything like that. Mattel raises an eyebrow, as if questioning my statement, and beckons me back into the classroom. I wanted to get some feedback from you if I could. I know that this course wasn't quite up to your level. Don't worry about it. The science club activities more than made up for it. Did they? Well, in fact, that's what I wanted to talk about. Do you think it was worthwhile activity, just for my own reference? Well, yeah. It was a great way to go further than we did in class. It was definitely worthwhile. And Tal seems delighted by my response. That's great. Exactly the sort of thing I was hoping for. You know, Sal, I'm glad you came here. See, always good to have a student who really gets into the subject you teach. In a way, it makes me dealing with the rest of the students more tolerable. You're a bright kid too. You took this stuff like a duck to water, or some other such simile. Thanks. You were a great help, especially with the college stuff. There's one more thing, Sal. A bit of advice from one scientist to another. What's that? What does a scientist do? Observe the world around him? Exactly. Good. A simple question, but one that most people can't seem to answer. That's the essence of scientists, Sal. We observe what's there and try to figure it out. But what if there's something we can't figure out? What's a scientist to do if we can't observe something? How, for example, can we talk about quarks when nobody has ever actually seen one? Or black holes when observing them directly is impossible? Well, scientific equipment is pretty advanced. Mattel radically waves away my response. No, that's not it at all. Those are tools. I'm trying to give you a philosophy. Think. If you can't observe something directly, then how can you observe it? Guess. How? How would you guess the movement of a cork? What is your guess based on? Of course. I should have thought of it earlier. The thing it affects. Mattel claps his hand together excitedly and weeps. Yes, exactly. Good. Remember that, Sal. If you can't examine something directly, it's because you're looking at it wrong. have to look at it differently, and you want to uncover the truth. And if it eludes you, then look at it, what leaves behind. That is the essence of being a scientist. You never stop looking for the answer. You never take anything for granted. Observe, experiment, and observe some more. There's a lot of stuff out there that makes no sense as how. Your job is to get it to make sense. If nothing else, I hope you've learned that here. I think I can remember that. And how's that miles pass by? Good. Now enjoy your time off. You've earned it. I leave the room feeling a little confused. What brought that on? Although, am I going about this with Emmy the wrong way? If she won't tell me, then can I go about it some other way? That question keeps spinning in my head even after I made my way back to my room. What if she gets angry about it? Besides, what if it's nothing? If I go in and refuse to leave until she tells me what's wrong or something, won't that come off as clingy? I don't want to start a fight or anything over something like that. Maybe I should just drop the matter and see how she is tomorrow before I do anything. Would it be so bad just to let it go? It's not like we don't enjoy each other's company. But, odd as it sounds, I really want to help her. I don't even know what with or if there's anything at all she needs help for. But I want to. Suddenly, a knock on my door roused me. I open it to see Kenji. Oh, it's you. It's me, that's it. If you had any idea what I'd been through, what I'd done, you'd be happy to see me, dude. I mean, that was some epic you may never see me again shit. Uh-huh. And here you're just acting like I went down to the store for some milk. You're a cold man, Isao. I really respect that. What the? Thanks, I guess. It's smart to play it safe, you know. Don't show me any emotion. Keep your cards close to your chest. Unless it's time to show your cards, or you have a bad card, or you have bad cards. Then you should fold off your your collect. What? Then you should fold or collect your winnings. Do you understand? Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I take it the mission went well. Well, awfully nosy of you, isn't it? You just can't go saying things like that. Things are like a delicate stage. One wrong move and bam, the invasion succeeds. I thought you were gonna blow the conspiracy wide open. It's bigger than I thought. I need to update my charts. And probably change some of the puppets around. You want help? I got some whiskey from somewhere. You can fill me in on everything you investigated that turned up. Better not. I'm supposed to meet her today. Gotta go do that. Can't raise suspicion. Kenji nods in approval. Still keeping it close to the chest, eh? Okay, man. Respect that. Good luck. Thanks. I'm just gonna pretend for the sake of my own sanity that he's wishing me luck and talking to Emmy. And as if I squint, the whole card analogy he was talking about works here. Time to lay it all on the table. Or see if I can get Emmy to do so, rather. With a sense of something approaching purpose, I head for Emmy's room. I hopped up the stairs leading to her room and knocked her door. Huh, who's there? Huh? That's odd. Voice sounds a little choked. Hey, it's me. I thought I'd stop by. Is Al? Come on in. I reach down to open the door, only to find that it's locked. More and more curious. Your door's locked. Oh yeah, give me a sec. Minute. In a few minutes, Emmy opens the door, grinning. Sorry, I had to put my legs on. I was napping. Despite her grin, there's something definitely off. Emmy's eyes are just slightly red, and it looks like she's been crying. Hey, no problem. Are you okay? Huh? Yeah, I'm fine. It's just that you look like you've been crying. Oh yeah, Sal, you're off to the greatest start on this one. What? Nah, I'm fine. I'm just happy to see you. Well, she punctuates this with a long kiss that continues as the door slams shut behind us. I know what she wants to do now, and I'm also painfully aware how badly I want to do it too, but I'm ready to kiss with a wrench of self-control that nearly kills me. Hey, wait. Emmy's eyes crunkle in confusion. Huh? Wait for what? We need to talk. Isn't that supposed to be my line? And never a good thing to say. She's got a point. It's usually the lead-in to a breakup, or the prelude to a fight. Maybe it can be a good thing this time. That's a hope, anyway. Can we at least get onto the bed? It's my first day back on these things, and I'm still readjusting. Plus, the nurse said I should try to be on them less often, since running puts such a strain on them. Can't argue with that. It's a trap. We both know it. We both don't care. And again, it's awfully hard to get angry while in bed with the object of your affection. So maybe there's that motivation too. I set Emmy's legs by the bedside and sit down next to her, throwing an arm around her shoulder. In silence, we enjoy being able to be in the decision again for a few minutes. And of course, I need to ruin it by opening my mouth. Look, I know that you've been having kind of a rough time of it lately, and I want to help you out. I thought it was just exams getting to you, but now I come to your room and you've been crying, and that kills me. I can't do anything if you won't talk to me about it. I told you I'm fine. No, you aren't. It's obvious that something's eating at you. You can tell me, you know. There's a slight increase in tension in Emmy's voice. Why isn't I saying I'm fine, not good enough? You're concerned, I get that, that's cool. But I'm fine, and it's nothing I need to worry about. Not sleeping and spacing out more than Rin does doesn't strike me as being fine. I just want to help. Yeah, I don't like saying it like this. I want you to be happy, you know? I get the feeling that came out wrong because Emmy fixes me with an icy stare. So you want to fix me, Sal? She's definitely gonna hear now. Want to swoop in her white Charger and save the day? Stop the nightmares, the phantom wind pains? Restore what's lost? Her voice catches in her throat and tears start to flow. Well, you can't. Nobody can. Nobody will. I'm so stunned by her sudden verbal assault that I remain quiet. Neither of us say anything for a while. I suppose that Emmy tightens her grip on me rather than pushing me away. And after a deep breath, she starts talking again. Look, I'm sorry. There's these nightmares about the accident. The accident. I should have known. It took her legs, after all, but it never comes up, of course. And I usually deal with them fine because I run. Running clears my head like nothing else. But I don't have to worry about anything while I'm running. I just concentrate on breathing, on the rhythm of things. It's easier that way. Life's easier that way. Just to keep moving forward, you know? Nothing else matters, just getting around the next curve. And then, it's the next curve, and then the next, and the next, until I can't go anymore, or think anymore, or do anything but slow down and walk until I catch my breath again. After something like that, nothing else matters. But I've been stuck in this goddamn wheelchair for too long, so no outlet. Today is just kinda boiled over a little. You could have talked to me about it, you know. You didn't have to go at it alone. Emmy smiles sadly, like she's trying to explain to a child that all fire burdens. Yeah, I did, and I do. But why? Why do you have to keep going through this alone? Why can't you just trust me enough to let me help you? And smile again. Emmy leans in and kisses me on the cheek, an almost motherly gesture. She leaves her mouth close to my ear as she confesses this one thing to me. Because it's how. I've already had everything I knew ripped away from me once. I don't know what I'd do if it happened again. She pauses, uncertain as to whether or not she should continue. I can feel a violent churning into my gut. She continues. So, I can't rely on you, or the nurse, or anyone else. Just me. That's how it's gotta be. Having delivered this short speech, she looks down and covers her mouth with the back of her hand. The conversation is clearly over. I search for something to say, but can't think of anything. Maybe I should go for now. I've got stuff. So, Abby doesn't even look up. She's tired or relieved. I can't tell which. Okay, so go take care of that stuff. I'll see you tomorrow. I get off the bed and head for the door, pausing at the doorway. Hey, Emmy. Yeah? 1,000 things I want to say. I'm too mixed up to say anything. Any of them, though. After admitting that she'll never let me close, I feel like my world's just been ripped out from me. What happened in that accident? I know she lost her leg, but that's never seemed to bother her. What happened there? What scares this girl so badly that she won't accept help, even from someone she loves? I don't know, but I want to know. I want to know so badly that she denied the answer. Feels a knife in my gut. Feels like a knife in my gut. That's how? You were saying? I'm still standing in the doorway. Nothing. Never mind. I'm closing the door. Walking down the hallway. Down the stairs. Out the door. Into the dark. Somehow I wander back into my room. My brain are doing a mile a minute. Going nowhere fast. I can't figure out how to deal with this. I thought that moving forward is a good thing. Dwelling less on the past that I can't change. Living in the present and looking at the future. After this thing with Emmy, I'm not sure anymore. She was saying the truth. It's simpler to look at the next curve ignoring the path going by. No worry about the opponent left behind. No care for the spectator on the sideline. Unfortunately, no time to watch out for lagging teammates either. I throw myself down on the bed looking at one corner of my ceiling as if the answer I'm on were in there. No such luck, of course. She's literally running away from something. But have not been doing the same thing. Have I not been doing the same thing? Tried my best to forget about my hospitalization. I'm getting better, but my health isn't going to magically fix itself. Emmy has 2 legs instead of a heart to deal with, but those aren't going to magically fix themselves either. Maybe this is just as fixed as both of us can get. The room becomes darker and darker until I can't really tell I'm looking at a corner anymore.